the off button in here, then it stops. Now, this is where I ended up spending actually more time than I wish I had trying to get that coordinated with the open and close with the two gates so that they did what they were supposed to at the same time. Now, I'm going to pause this tape and I'm going to go over and I'm going to open one of these up and take this hex screw and open this up, and this comes straight off. And when I do, I'm going to show you something in here about how these cams operate and how you adjust them, because frankly that was something that I had the most problems with in reading the instructions, was trying to understand how that works. So I'm going to stop the tape now. Once I get that cover off, I'll come back and I'll explain it to you a little bit better. Okay, now I have the cap off of the actuator arm, and what we're doing is we're looking at the guts of this. And what's really important, I hope that you're able to see this well, you have this round section that spins, okay? It goes around and around, and there's, if you can see, there's a nipple on it. See how it's more oblong on one side? And what happens is when that spins around, and it gets to, there's a little black button right here between the two that you can hardly see, but it is there. And when that nipple hits that black button, it stops the motor. Now, it's actually in two sections, because there's the top section is for the stop, the bottom section is for the open. And there's a nipple here which is on the other side. I think you can see it right here. Alright? So you've got a top section and a bottom section. When it spins in the opposite direction, that nipple eventually works its way around to the bottom off switch. So it's just a series of these things keep running until the nipple hits the off switch, which is how I was able to adjust it so that one side ran a little bit longer, back to what we were talking about with my driveway being curved. Here, you see, I opened the gate all the way, and if you can see right here, the nipple on the bottom half right here has come over to where it hit the stop button. So that's where you want to start from. You open the gate all the way, and that nipple is not movable. It'll just automatically go around until it hits the button. Now, depending on where you need this to be, right here on your gate, you can screw or unscrew this center part until it fits right where it needs to be. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to push the button, and this is going to start going the opposite direction here until this little nipple here on the top comes around and hits the stop button here on top. So let's see. Now you see how it's kind of moving around. It's moving around. It moves very slowly. But now you see it coming into place. Now, right there, it hit the stop button. If that does not stop where you want it to stop, and this is the part that was so difficult for me to understand in the instructions, you put your fingers right here on this top part of it and you lift it. It's got a little spring loaded in it, and you can actually pull up and lift it, and you can move it click by click, either forward or backwards, until that nipple hits where you want it to, when you want it to do. So the bottom part you cannot change. That's always going to be fully open. But the stop, when you're closing the gate, you can adjust where that nipple is by lifting up. Take your two fingers like this and kind of pinch it and lift it up, and you can turn it left or right, click by click, and you just have to play with it until you get it to where they both start and stop at the same place. They give you instructions of distance that you need to be from the center of your hinge right here to the location of this bracket, okay, and how far out this needs to be. Mine is called a pull to open type gate. So you see the actuator arms are fully extended when it's closed, and when I hit open they start screwing inward. Alright, so of course if this was not attached, it wouldn't screw inward until you hold it and make it stationary, otherwise it'll just spin and spin. But what happens is it's screwing itself closed like this. This is drawing inward and it's opening my gate inward towards the house. So this is a pull to open type situation. To have that, you need to have this, the center of this, approximately 6 inches from the center of your hinge. Okay, and then from here out to here has to be anywhere from 6 to 7.5 inches. And they have diagrams about this in the instruction manual, so really you just need to get your ruler out. The purpose of that, of course, is you need the angle. You need the angle so that when it draws itself in, it will actually open the gate. So that's all I've got. I hope this helps you a lot, and good luck with your gate.